Hey guys,
Howdy.
welcome to the last vlog of September. That's what this is.
Oh,
The
neat.
last September vlog.
I guess month end is Wednesday.
Before Vlogtober starts.
Jeez, that's quick.
I asked you guys on Instagram if we still do Q&As. Is that still a cool thing? And everybody said yes. So I asked for a bunch of questions.
And we got some.
And we got a lot, and I'm going to try and answer as many as we can. Well, we're going to try and answer as many as we can. I was going to do this for myself, and he decided he wanted to do it with me, so.
Might as well.
Yeah. So we're going to do Q&A. So instead of just rambling on too much, we're just going to get started. And if you want to be a part of these polls or these like question things, make sure you're following me on Instagram. Just Rainbow Miller on there. Really easy to find.
Codymillerbruh.
Yeah, I tag him all the time. So if you want to find Cody,
You'll find me.
just click on one of the pictures with him in it and you'll find him. All right, should we get started?
Sure.
Let's dive right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's dive right in. That's what every YouTuber says.
That's so
just
dumb.
dive right in.
Let's just dive in.
Let's start with, how was the transition to a two-story? This person moved from a basement suite too. Is it a two-story or is it a three-story? Does the basement count?
I've never understood that because so many people say like 2-story with basement. That's 3 stories, bro.
Yeah, so we have basements here. I know that's not common everywhere.
So there's 3 floors.
3 floors.
There's so much room. I'm not used to all the stairs. It's inconvenient because my computer's all the way in the basement and our bedroom's all the way upstairs, and that's where Rainbow's computer is. So if we're like both doing things on our computer, like it's all the way up here. Before it was like across a room.
Or like
barely.
We had our desks really close together, so it's weird to like be so far apart all the time.
Yeah.
Like we've been living practically on top of each other for so long that it's like, what is all the space? The stairs is good for me. I feel like we've done a lot of, like we're much fitter in just being ourselves and like existing in our home now. I feel like I've lost a significant amount of weight living here.
Yeah, moving for sure. I gained that all back already from eating food.
The space is so much better. Like it instantly, I look at all the stuff and I'm like, and all the space we have, and I don't understand.
Pick the next one while you talk.
I don't understand how we lived in such a small space before. Even though I know that we did and it was fine, I'm just like, wow, this is so much more space and it's so much better. It's so much better.
How do you manage being a homeschooling mom and a working mom?
Not easily. If I'm being total, I just want to be like super honest, but it's not easy. I never want to come across like I have my stuff together all the time and that it's easy at all. It's hard. And I actually saw something the other day that was like really, really cool way to put it into perspective. It's like, we're all juggling balls and it's like, but some of them are glass and some of them are plastic. So you're going to drop some, of course, but just make sure you're dropping plastic balls and not glass ones, because you have some work glass balls and some family glass balls and some family plastic balls and some work plastic balls. Yeah. And you just have to make sure you're just maintaining the glass ones. So that was a really cool metaphor.
Carly just laid behind the
couch,
what which was that massive thump.
But how do I manage it all? I don't know. Practically, I stay really organized.
Yeah. Lists and planning.
And you.
Prep. And I help too.
You are so helpful. He's so supportive.
Oh, thanks.
He's constantly like, hey, so you don't get burnt out, what do you need? What do you need me to do? What can I tackle for you? And like, meanwhile, he's working 10-hour days too. So like, you're amazing. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to manage any of it, really.
Naturally.
Naturally.
But thank you, honey.
But it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's doable, but it's freaking hard work.
Yeah, none of it's easy.
No.
Question from one of my favorite people, Bailey. What are you most proud of, aside from your wonderful family? And same question for me.
Both of us. What are we most proud of? What are you most proud of, aside from our family?
Aside from the family, I'm going to say, like, my hobby stuff. Because growing up, and, like, even in high school and stuff like that, I took art classes, and I was always, like, really mediocre with, like, stuff. But miniature painting and my 3D printing and all that kind of stuff, like, it's gotten the artistic bits out of me, and I think I'm pretty good. Like, I'm really proud of my work. Well, I've seen some stuff, but in general, like, I think I'm pretty good. So I'm like super proud of like what I'm able to create now, especially when, 10 years ago I'm like, bleh, like I just couldn't draw a circle.
You should
really
be proud of it though. You're so good.
Thank you, I appreciate it. How about you, hon?
Oh God. It's so hard because like that's the thing I've always made sure, like once you take away the family aspect, you still have to have stuff there. He yawns during every single video.
I can't help it, and I apologize.
He starts doing it every single time.
I'm trying my hardest.
But it's still hard because you want to instantly, like as a mom, you instantly want to be like, my family,
my babies.
But most proud of, that's tough because I am proud of a lot. But I think I've just come really far in general, like in personal growth, and like as a human.
You're most proud of yourself.
As of myself, but also like just the fact that I'm able to have 3 jobs that I'm doing on my own and I created. That's
you're doing great.
A really big deal that I don't know if like old me would have been able to handle or like believe in myself enough to do.
I'm sorry.
I'm boring him to death.
No, I can't help it.
But I think I'm like, because I've turned 2 really wonderful creative hobbies into a job kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like even just like seeing my herbalism business grow and getting more and more opportunities with that, I'm really proud of that. And I'm really proud that I'm able to take something that like I have a talent at and like turn it into something more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next question, how does it really feel to be in your own space? This person has shared with in-laws before. It is significantly better.
It's really good.
Significantly better.
And don't get me wrong,
I've been naked so much more. Like we have the biggest windows ever, but like I just like peek, make sure they're closed, and then I'm just like,
stop it. Okay, but seriously, like we were really separate from our in-laws before, but still, it is just such. I feel like I was carrying a weight before of like, and this is no diss to my in-laws or anything. Like his parents are great, but I feel like I was carrying such a weight before of like you don't want to disturb the other person or the other people. You don't want to like step on any toes. You don't want to be like, I don't know. There's just like this form of like polite roommate-ness, even though we were separated.
yeah.
Like when we crossed
Pretty
paths,
much.
that like put a big pressure, especially when you have kids, like a kid has a temper tantrum or something like that. Like there was a lot of pressure, and maybe it was mostly made up by me or like whatever, but like it feels so much better.
Follow-up question, how far away from them did we move? Because that was another question.
Right.
So we're
not very far.
the same town,
We're
couple
in the
neighborhoods away. It's like
we're just
a
across
4-minute drive, 5-minute drive.
across town, kind of.
Not even. Halfway.
To the side of town, so we're still really close. And it's much better. I think it's going to be better for everybody, because the time we spend will be more quality now, because we don't take it for granted as much.
Yeah.
How's
your apothecary business going?
Oh, I did touch on that. It's going quite well. It's like it's hard because I had to totally put it on the back burner when we moved, because I just didn't have time to really do much of the marketing and all of that. There's a lot that goes into, running your own business and doing it mostly online too. Like I do have like a local stuff, but you constantly have to put yourself out there all the time. And I didn't have any time.
I don't understand what you mean.
You don't understand what I mean?
Putting ourselves out there? You mean like these?
But no, it's going well. And now that we're like settled into our house and I'm able to put more focus on it, I've actually got some pretty cool stuff happening with it, and I'm excited for the future and the growth, because they say the first 3 years of your own business is like the slowest, the hardest. You're gonna like struggle the most. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good for 1 year in.
Yeah. Favorite read aloud books with your kids.
Oh, for like school read alouds. The Secret Garden was awesome. My kids loved that. It's a classic. We're reading Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim right now, and the kids are really liking that. What were the ones? We've read some series. Oh, my kids love the Spiderwick series. Those are really fun adventure books about like kids who see like magical creatures, and they move into an old house, and it's like really cool. Harry Potter is always classic if your kids are old enough. There's so many good books and so many good series. Like all the Roald Dahl books were great in the beginning. And what other book series did we buy?
Beverly Cleary?
Was it Beverly Cleary?
I don't remember. The Ramona and Beezus books too.
Oh yeah, Mackenzie really liked those when she still likes them now, but especially when she was younger. Just anything with like adventure and some excitement. So
my answer isn't for like the homeschooling read aloud part, but it's my favorite book that I read to the kids. It's a bedtime story. All Kinds of Kisses. I don't have to read the words anymore. I know it. All Kinds of Kisses can be the best way to welcome the moon and say goodbye to the day. Slobbery kisses are gooey and wet. They're messy and sticky. They're hard to forget. Okay. Like I can do that whole damn book without even looking.
Yeah.
It's really good.
No, there's some really good read alouds, like really good. Pinterest is a really good option. You can just like type in your kids' ages and like type in read aloud books and there's tons. But I'd say some of our favorites have been like Harry Potter, The Secret Garden, Spiderwick Chronicles, Rats of Nim is really great. I love reading. So
that one.
How is Cody doing with Ford?
Pretty good. Like
pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're doing great.
It's still a little weird right now because obviously the world is a little bit on fire.
Yeah.
Employee pricing is about to end. That's usually a really busy time, but there's truthfully not a lot of money in it, just because of the way employee pricing works. It's kind of hard to describe, but no, it's really good. My favorite thing. So me and someone did a list the other day of all of the people who have come and gone in the sales department since I started there. 2 years ago this month. 2 years ago.
Not like this
on
week.
Tuesday. The 29th I started.
It's your anniversary.
Yeah, so like really close to 2 years. 17 other sales people have come and gone since I started.
It's great. So you have to understand, like, car sales has an incredibly high turnover.
Massive turnover.
It's so high. But like, they wonder, like, do you like your job?
Oh, I love my job.
You still love your job?
Yeah, I love my job.
He
never expected to.
loves his job.
Accidentally found a job that I love.
Like, I know I'm saying I always say and tell them, like, you work a lot, you're always working long hours, but he loves it. Yeah. Like, you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
And he's really good at it.
Thanks.
He does a really good job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing pretty good.
Win that bread.
Yeah. Get that bread. Hobbies. How do you find the time?
Make the time.
Yeah.
You make the time. There is no time for anything. Like, you do what you make time for.
Yeah.
You have to cut it out. Like, if I just was like, oh, I'm too busy to clean. I'm cleaning all the time. I'm with the kids. I'm homeschooling. Like, theoretically, there's never time for a hobby and there's never time for yourself. But we all know that's unhealthy. You must cut out the time. So sometimes, like,
put the kids to bed and be like,
it's not always
later,
like I've turned a couple of my hobbies into like kind of like a business that I make money from, and that's not always the best thing. Yeah. It's worked for me, but that doesn't mean like your hobby shouldn't necessarily go that way.
Yeah.
But you just like find ways to incorporate it. Like, I love crocheting and I do that a lot, but I usually save that for the cold season. So from like October to March, and I'll do it when I watch TV or like, you know, in the evenings when the kids go to bed or while they're like doing schoolwork. You just make time. Like, we usually put the kids to bed and we have a bedtime for partly that reason, mostly for the kids, but you know, so that we have time at night to pursue our passions and hobbies and
stuff we want to do.
Mm-hmm. And like weekends, days off, and just make sure we like cut time out and support the other one in making sure they cut time out for themselves and their hobbies.
Yeah.
That's accurate?
Yeah, that sounds super accurate. Favorite memory of the two of you?
Favorite memory
of us. What is your favorite memory of us?
Oh, that's a big question. I'm so bad at these big ones. Like, favorite memory.
It's hard to think of your absolute favorite, like,
there's
like
just
that.
So many
but
little memories.
There's one that like I always remember that's like a really top notch one for me.
Are you gonna say Plains First?
No, but that's like top
that's
three.
A good one. Okay.
Top three.
What were you gonna say?
When we were in high school doing Footloose, the very last show of the production, before our teacher knew that we were dating, 'cause she's the one that cast us together, and all of this is her fault.
Before anybody knew we were dating.
Yeah. Like, during the big closing number, I, like, grabbed Rainbow, spun around, dipped her, and just kissed her super hard.
And that wasn't it. Like, we weren't
And then, like, the
that.
teacher later was like, what the heck? Like,
what was that?
What was that? It's like, you did this.
And that's funny. She was at her engagement party,
Yeah.
and, like, we still chat with her now and then. She's awesome. Plains Bears will always be one of my favorite because...
Love Plains Bears.
So quickly, let's just sum up the story. So
It's so hard to sum up.
Okay, we were on our way to go visit Cody's parents camping in the mountains.
Up in the
so we
mountains.
were driving to the mountains.
Yeah.
And we were talking about different animals, you know, as we were leaving prairies. We live in the prairies,
Yeah.
and starting to go into the hilly zones. We were like, what animals live in these in-between spots? And Cody pulled off.
Without missing a beat.
I'm not a gullible person.
No.
It's really hard to get one on me.
My gosh,
And
it's so good.
he just was in a mood where he was able to keep such a straight face, and he was like, "Oh, like Plains Bears live here," and I was like, "Plains Bears?" He
Yeah.
was like, "Rainbow, you
Yeah.
don't know what a Plains Bear like?"
It's like
Hun,
bears in
it's
the
a-
plains. Like it's
a
not like
plains
a
bear.
forest bear
And he
or an
pulled
ice bear.
off
It's a plains bear.
The best bullshit I've ever heard.
Talked about it for like 15 minutes, and then I couldn't hold it anymore, and I started laughing.
Animal facted me. He was like, "Oh yeah, like they live in this region." Like he was totally just
I had
in it.
everything like this.
And I was
It
like,
just going.
I was like, "Oh, okay, sure."
Yeah, plains bears.
Plains bears.
That's a real thing.
And then
Had her
he
going
let
for
me
so
just.
long.
And then he finally told me that he
Yeah.
was just joking.
I
and,
cracked. I couldn't hold it in.
That was one of the funniest things
Top
you've ever done.
tippy notch.
All right, next one is parenting style differences. Do we have any?
I guess.
Do we? Yeah.
I
I mean,
know.
we have different differences because we're different people,
Hmm.
right? But I feel
Yeah.
like we come together pretty well on the parenting front,
Yeah.
just because our communication has always been so good.
Yeah.
Communication is a huge, huge, huge,
That
huge part
is
of our
the key.
relationship.
As beaten to death that horse is, like.
So I guess I mean
really
I
is.
tend to be. I don't know. We kind of balance each other. I tend to be more gentle.
Yeah, I'm the
And more-
enforcer when an enforcer is needed.
But at the same time, I'm not always super gentle. So sometimes I definitely need to step
Yeah.
back because my max has been reached. Then he steps in as
Yeah.
the gentle person.
We're really good at relieving each other when we're overwhelmed in situations.
Yeah.
Like if a kid is screaming and just won't settle the heck down, like one of us
Or
will come
one of us
relieve
is just
the other.
yeah, or if one
like,
of us just butting heads
deal
and
with the
it's not
situation.
working, then
Because tempers, stuff happens.
and
you
you're
just
gonna be a lot
start-
alike with your kids.
Yeah.
So sometimes the parent that's if two of the same personalities of the same type are clashing in that moment, sometimes there's just not gonna be an easy resolve of that, and sometimes it's easier for one parent to step away and another
Yeah.
parent to step in.
And especially with the kids getting older, they're
Yeah.
their own people now, and they have their own
And
personalities.
more complex issues.
And we're gonna clash with them because
Yeah.
it's inevitable. So
Mhm.
I don't think that there's a difference in style.
No.
I also find the term style of parenting kind of silly because it's everything is case by case basis.
Right.
There's a general idea of how
But
you
maybe
want to
that's our
approach
parenting
things.
style. Because some people do have a parenting style.
Yes.
And we're very much go with the flow, take it as moment
Yeah.
moment by moment. We discuss everything.
Figure it out as time comes.
And if something again, communication is key. We talk about things. It's hey, I think we should approach this way next time, or I'm more of the researcher and the reader, and I'll pick up the parenting. Even though I'm not super into parenting books, I'm the one to pick up the parenting book and then discuss it with him, and then
Yeah.
he'll give me his opinions, or so. I think we're just talkers, and we figure it out.
Favorite date night ideas?
Favorite date night ideas. Ooh, let's do COVID edition,
Yeah,
because
of course.
some people are really
Because the world's
still-
on fire. Cake, couch, Netflix.
Netflix and chill is one of our favorite things to do.
Yeah, it is.
But seriously, okay, so if we weren't doing that, video games together is really fun.
Yeah. Co-op games, Overcooked, stuff like that.
Yeah, Mario, the classics. Sometimes we'll do little board games or, little easy fun games.
Sometimes we film dumb videos together.
Yeah, sometimes.
This is our date night. Hello.
It's not our date night. But usually we like to have a plan and we'll make it special. Like we go out and we recreate like the movie theater experience at home. So we'll go get like some special candies and special drinks. We'll pop popcorn. We'll get under a cozy blanket. Phones go off. Like just dedicate that time to each other.
Yeah.
But what are like other fun ideas that we've done? Like backyard fire pits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good. Baths.
Baths.
Love sharing baths.
Yeah. Just chatting
Go to Lush, get a bath
chatting
bomb,
and
make it
bathing.
blue and sparkly, and get in.
Yeah.
I love my
And then
sparkly
like
baths.
there are dates we do. Like we have dates if we were to get a babysitter or something. Then
Yeah.
you know we go to the theater.
Go to the theater.
We go to the theater. Not
Theater.
like the movie theater. We go to the live theater.
Yeah.
And watch Broadway shows and
The off-Broadway.
The off-Broadway shows, the traveling Broadway shows.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, those are
But
so
I also
good.
really like the simple ones where we just hang out. I would love to just like put blankets in the back of the SUV
Ooh.
and like, I don't know, firework night or something and just pop the back of the SUV and
That
cozy up
sounds
and
nice.
drive-in movie. I wish that was more. We don't have very many drive-in movies here, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
We also like things like bowling, you know,
Yeah.
fun stuff. But we try and honestly, we're homebodies at the end of the day.
For sure
We
we
like
are.
to stay home, so sometimes
Yeah.
we'll like do crafts, like do our hobbies. Sometimes we do crafts, like we'll do our hobbies,
Yeah.
like together and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, was that helpful? I don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll do one more question. Where was it? Oh,
This whole one.
yeah.
Okay, how long have you guys been married? And do you see any babies in your future? We got a lot of the baby question.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Like 6 of them.
How long have we been married?
10 years.
We just celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary.
10 years.
Last month.
Yeah. Come December, we will have been together for 12?
12 years?
12.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
We're, like, it's not terribly far away to the point where we'll have been together longer than we've been apart.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
That is correct.
That is insane.
Very interesting.
Okay, and the baby question. I know you guys have been asking a lot about that, and I'm going to make a separate video all about that. I'm going to talk about it again because I know I posted a video like last year and had a serious chat with you guys. That is part of Vlogtober. It will be coming, I promise. I'm going to talk about all things potential baby number 3. So, sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger. I guess we could say it's in the works, but it's complicated, right?
That's fair.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, figuring it out.
Yes.
That's everything, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Wicked.
Well, we couldn't get to everything, but I think this video is long enough.
Oh, it's super long.
So
I'm sure
I'm
it
going
is.
to take this and go edit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I
Yeah.
hope you like this Q&A. I hope you learned something.
Smash that like button.
Oh my god.
Subscribe. Hit the bell. What else do YouTubers say? I don't understand.
I don't know. That's about it. Follow me on like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter.
Come to my Patreon page.
What even is my Twitter? My
Don't
Twitter's
follow us,
garbage.
Twitter. It's nerdy.
I don't actually do anything on Twitter.
Do you even
Well,
tweet?
No, never.
No.
I'm at Rarsmoo on Twitter.
I don't even have Twitter anymore. Technically, I do.
Twitter is garbage. The reason I don't actually like use it is because I just like watching the world burn. And honestly, Twitter is just watching things on fire.
Yeah, it's too
Like
distracting.
people like beacon at each other and
that's why
stuff.
That's why I don't go on anymore.
Love
It's like
Twitter.
I don't like drama. So it's
Same,
just
but I
like-
love watching other people's drama.
You like drama.
And that's what Twitter
You
is.
don't like your own drama. You just like sipping your tea from far back
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
watching things.
Oh, I love it. It's the
That's
best.
your favorite. But yeah, seriously, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did and you're not subscribed, please do. Vlogtober is coming. And I'm a crazy lady, and Vlogmas starts in November over here.
Yeah.
So if you want
Christmas.
like lots of cozy,
I've been wearing a
fun videos,
Christmas sweater all day today just because it's cozy. But
I'm rubbing
that's
off
the
on
type
it.
of humans that she has made me.
Yeah, humans, several of them. And
Maybe.
I'm very excited. that
Maybe
we're
I'm
getting-
just like 3 small people in a trench coat and you don't know.
I feel like I would know by now.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a new Christmas tree this year. That's exciting.
That is exciting.
I like how I say I'm getting a new Christmas tree.
Because you are getting a new Christmas tree. Christmas tree we have is fine,
It's
But
little.
Rainbow
and we've
wants
had
a new
it.
Christmas
No, to
tree.
be fair, we've had it since the dawn of time.
Yeah, it's like
It was
10
our
years
first
old.
Christmas tree ever.
Yeah,
So we'll keep it still.
it's losing some of its
For
needly
nostalgia.
bits.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in my next one.
One more yawn.
Hope you enjoyed your September and all these September vlogs. We'll see you when Vlogtober starts. I will be doing every other day.
Merry
so
pumpkin
that
spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Merry pumpkin spice.
Merry pumpkin spice.
Merry spiceness.
I should end every vlog. Merry pumpkin spice.
You should.
In
That's like
Vlogtober.
That is like the white girlist way to end a video ever.
Oh God. Okay, guys. Bye.